Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Commodores offense will get the first swing of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early, using the quick game. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout?
Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, there are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line gets set, first down. Pulls and fires complete. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Gets it out quickly. Open space at the 25. Touchdown Doors! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Alabama's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. We'll keep a close eye on the play calling and just how diligent they are in getting the tight end involved, Jesse. It just didn't work last week.
Yeah, there's no question that this coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes as their big tight end goes. And that's why they lost their last game out. They didn't get him the ball in. And that was a huge problem. So, David, big priority, number one for this offense in this one, get him as many touches as many ways as you can.
Yeah, feed the big fella, the big target, the chain mover, the red zone area, but just, you don't have to be as accurate. I think that's the thing that's nice. When you're throwing to a big tight end over the middle of the field, like, he'll catch it and still get hit. It's not that big of a deal, so we got to use the big fella.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Looking to throw, it's Cole. Working that left side now. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
And it really really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Sets up the screen. Turning it on. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you've got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
They'll move the tight end. To the air on first down. Steps away. On the run, fires downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Holds and fires it complete to the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Alabama! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Quickly complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around, you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites. You're going to look out there and go, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him. But I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is part.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It is 3rd and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. On target to the left. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Commodores had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. So now it's 2nd and long. makes the grab down the middle. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Commodores come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take a shot. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his duty, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this...
Turning on the Jets. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving.
There he goes. The 20. He's at the touchdown time. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. Picks up the first down. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Lee takes to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Punch it out of the air. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield on first down. The throw. It's complete on the right side. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
Inside the 15. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
Back to throw, it's Cole. Just a short pass to the tight end. Looking for room at the 40. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there. It's still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Commodores can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Hauls it in. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Commodores are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got him downfield. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the...
Touchdown, Commodores! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think
breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish?
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Looking to throw, it's Cole. Fires to the right. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. Motion from the back. He wastes no time and comes out to throw it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And they're featuring this guy all day long. Now he's over 150 yards. Great job by the offense. This is a matchup I'm going to take advantage. He's taking advantage of it all game long.
Here they're trying to get it to the edge. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4. Turning it on! Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Fires to the tight end. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. It's incomplete. And I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Lead a throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's got him this time. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They'll try to take it back. The 30. The inside. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they turn it into a defensive score. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking for a man. It's Cole. Got his man on the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the big fella. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. He wants to change this route. Lee takes to the air. Still looking on the move. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Quickly out to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Going to swing it on second down. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down.
You know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. The Commodores are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Spits it out to the back. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes that Alabama offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Looking downfield, it's Cole. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's third and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. It's complete to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And thank goodness for those new age throwing techniques. It takes wear and tear off your arm because it ought to be tired by now over 450.
This guy could throw from all the different arm slots and arm angles he wants, Reese, but the end result is always the same. Completions and touchdowns. This dude's a machine.
They're dealing with a second and long. The running back has it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Lead a throw. Firing to the right, complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires on the move. Complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And nice job by the defense with the edges. They try to touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
Right on the money. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Trying to punch it in. Touchdown doors! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Dropping back, it's Cole. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Quick strike complete. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback be going the other direction.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Punt is on its way. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy. But the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Now the play fake. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The play-action fake. Here's some pressure. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. The extra point here would tie the game. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lee takes to the air. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Trying to take it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. He's got his man. Makes the grab. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it. 3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown time! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down, they kept chopping wood, they found a rhythm, and in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. The Commodores in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Makes the grab. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Lee to throw. Gets it out fast. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Commodores have this offense rolling. Got it in the middle. It's Peters. There he goes. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he splits the uprights, and we are tied in the 4th.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. To throw, it's Cole. Unloads to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. The offense really couldn't ask for much more than this, Jesse.
You're right. With this much time on the clock, David, the playbook's wide open. You don't have to just be throwing it every down. You can sprinkle in some runs, too.
And you find out what your quarterback's about. Big-time, prime-time moment. You got the ball, tie game. You want to go win? Make some plays for him, big dog.
Got enough for the first down. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Score is deadlocked, and the clock is winding down. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Takes it the other way. The 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense putting points on the board.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big 6. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Okay, 1-possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Lee takes to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
He's got the back in the middle. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what?